One more of this, and then again, it's nobody believes in the Browns syndrome here. These are Pro Football Talk Week 1 power rankings, and the Browns are at 21. And the company they're keeping is not. Now, in fairness, they also have the Broncos down low, the Dolphins, the Patriots, the Chargers, who are some people's picks to be elite there. So in fairness, that's kind of where they're looking at it. Let me ask you this. When you look at Jacoby Brissett and compare the quarterback play relative to what the Browns got a season ago, nobody would tell you that Baker Mayfield played well last year. But they still found a way to win 8 games. And this roster is probably a little bit better than it was a season ago.
I would agree.
Is that fair? Is it fair to think you're kind of in that range?
Yeah, it's interesting. Thank God, by the way, Dave, they're playing this week, right? So all these rankings out the window a little bit. At least we'll have a better sense of what teams are. When you just showed that graphic before, I think the Saints are a really solid team, and I think they had them ranked, 1 above the Browns there. So, yeah, listen, it's not going to be easy. The Browns have put themselves in this position by signing Deshaun Watson. They've got a guy who I think is a very competent, underrated starter in Jacoby Brissett. I mean, he's had the experience of doing this in New England and Indianapolis, and basically shared starts last year with Tua down in Miami. So he's been through this before. And then in talking to him last week, he's a very confident guy. He believed, he came here because he wanted the challenge of this. He felt like he was up for it. And, the Browns, in doing their research, found out what a great leader he is. And we've seen that even in the short time that he's been here. He's really been a steadying presence for a team that had a difficult summer, to say the least, right? So I think it's going to be all about him. And I think the good thing too, Dave, is that, like you mentioned before, the easiest pass for him to make is going to be that short pitch to number 24 and watch him run.
Yeah. And, there's nothing wrong with being a game manager when you have a lot of parts on offense that can do things.